Yo, Duck here. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Been a while. Oh, yeah. So, what the hell's going on here? What have you guys been doing to this shit all week? Let's see. 4-hour Bitcoin per usual. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Well, actually, we had it pretty good right there because I want to first kind of talk about this this wedge, right? Remember we actually opened it up a little wider, and we also talked about these things. If this was 100% to the apex of it, right? At about a 70%. Is where you pretty much, that's it, right? So 70% of something, right, would be about here. And that's where you saw that actual first breakout. It didn't hold all the way, but yeah, I mean, you pretty much got it in that area that we were kind of expecting. So now we just need to get back out of there, back above the midpoint of the range here. So just wanted to show you that large structure. Okay, you see the yellow down sloping trend line, up sloping trend line, wedging together, apex of a wedge, right? You had this breakout. So, and I don't know, maybe if this was back here, right, maybe that was, you see what I mean? It's really hard to tell. Either way, it's the same difference. The most important thing here is getting back above this midpoint. Okay, so it's kind of irrelevant on this down sloping trend line. Yeah, it's nice to see, right? But either way, this is the important part right here. Okay, so let me actually, I'm gonna switch up the brush and go back white. Okay, all right. So, yeah, the most important thing here is simply just reclaiming 35.5 and backtesting it as support and holding it. Like that right there is going to be the most critical thing that has to happen over the course of like the next, I don't know, whatever, 24 to 48, 72 hours, 3 days. It could take that long. It might happen immediately, but it could range sideways here for a while, or it could take some time, right? So, but that's what we're looking for. Okay, so also right now, so okay, you had kind of you have a definitely have a square up that's down here lower that we never got to. Okay, but you definitely also squared up something up higher. Okay, so that's a good thing. Okay, you got a little square up action here. So check a box there for the exchange, right? Put one in the pocket for the exchange. So sometimes, that's all they needed there. And another key signal is this. When we pull up the MACD right now, on the 4-hour significant time frame here, we are painting this hidden bullish divergence right now, and you've got plenty of waning negative momentum where this can go positive very, very soon here, okay, and start to build for a rally. So really, really, really nice to see that's developing. Okay, so what we're looking at there, if you here, let me just hide the RSI real quick. So if you just look at this MACD to price, okay, so we're looking at this negative momentum island, and then this much larger negative momentum island. Okay, so where we line up with down here on June 26th, that's this low, the D of this cipher. Okay, so that is where we're anchoring for the first part of the hidden bullish divergence. Okay, and then we're going up here to this higher low, and that's right where this current, the bottom of this much larger negative momentum island, where you had the bears push down and give it as hard a push as they could, much harder than when they pushed it down here, right? This push came from the C high all the way down to the D low. That's all the momentum that the bears built, right? Well, after the bulls rallied back up and hit the A and C high of the cipher, rejected the midpoint as or hit this range midpoint as resistance, right? If we extend this out a bit here, you see, so we basically, you know, we go up, we hit this, we reject right here, and we start to sell off. Well, that's this rejection here. Then we sell off, we paint this much larger island of negative momentum, and that's the anchor of, whoops, that's the anchor of the hidden bullish divergence, where you have larger, you know, lower levels of negative momentum painting a higher low on price. Okay, so this is where this is where we can see this potential rally. And finally, if we get back to this range midpoint right here, maybe, just maybe, now we have the ability to break through, back test it, break, hook, go. Okay, so that would be breaking and breaching. You probably sweep these highs, you know what I mean? You'd probably sweep, you'd probably end up at like 37.4 somewhere. You'd keep running, right? And you'd maybe paint on a lower time frame a higher high with, you know, lower levels of negative momentum, painting the bearish divergence here on the much lower time frames, giving you the back test for the hook, and then you can rally to the range high, right? The top of this range, which is around 40 to 42, and that's where we're going to look to sweep all of these previous harmonic highs. Okay, we're aiming for the sweeps. So first we got to sweep the low and then the high of the structure. Okay, that's how we can create a new range and, you know, end up in these higher price areas. Okay, so that's how we get there. So that's your hidden bullish divergence on the MACD, on the 4-hour, on Bitcoin currently. Now, if we want to take a look at where the RSI is on that and kind of comes into play, let's look at the RSI. So the RSI, you have a pretty nice little upsloping kind of trend line, and you also have, let me move it over. Let's stretch our parallel channel out. Okay, so on this RSI, we basically need to do the same thing. We need to, like on Bitcoin, we're trying to, you know, reclaim the range midpoint so you could get to the range high, right? So on the RSI, on a micro scale to that, we got to do the same thing. I mean, actually, this might follow it the whole way. I take that back. It's not micro at all. It's exactly identical. I shouldn't have said it that way. Okay, so we want to come up, reclaim it, maybe back test it, but ultimately you want to shoot for these highs. Okay, so as that's happening, maybe you paint some kind of channel here, right, where you're just bouncing up within this parallel channel of relative strength. Eventually you're going to fall out of all this and we'll sell off again some other time, some other day, right? But that day ain't today. This reclaiming of this range midpoint is going to be, you know, that's where we go from, you know, right here between, you know, like 55 and 45 is kind of neutral, and the center point is obviously like dead neutral. But once we get above it, especially even above, even higher, like above the 60 over here, that's where, you know, the bulls are really in control of the relative strength now as well. So that's all of our momentum indicators, right? Our relative strength, our MACD, right? These are momentum indicators, leading momentum indicators, right? So having the momentum continue to build to the upside, right, is what we need to keep this rally going. Now, if we take this, let me clean this up a little. And let's just clean this up. We kind of know what we're doing. We have it painted with the downside here. Okay, so let's zoom in on this. And looking at it wedgy-ish, right? See how we kind of broke out? If you want to get rid of this one for a moment here. So that is also kind of really nice to see there as well. You see how it had it was just trending down there where you hit the range midpoint the first time on Bitcoin, or the previous last time you just hit it on the 29th, and now it's just been using this as resistance. You fell below, but now you're rallying back up, and you had this little breakout here. So yeah, I mean, it's something that you want to keep in mind. Okay, just watch for that kind of stuff. All right, so that's the relative strength in comparison to the hidden bullish divergence that we have on our MACD, right? So this is good. This we just need to see this turn positive, right? We want to build a green positive momentum island, right? Similar to these, right? We need this positive shift in momentum. Okay, so very nice here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, look, even if we sell off a little bit more, this is still going to remain, right? You have to invalidate this hidden bullish divergence by basically just invalidating this entire thing. So it's either going to rally from somewhere in here, right? In this, I don't know. The low could already be in here. We've been long like this whole time. We haven't lost 30 like significantly. So we never flipped bearish. We've just been bullish this whole time. So even if you were to get some kind of one more little 6% dip, you'd still paint the hidden bullish divergence. So I mean, yeah, that's like the worst case scenario here, aside from getting stopped out below 30 and then it's all downhill to 20. Well, we would know what to do if you flip 30, right? If all this fails, which it's not looking like it's gonna, because you got this significant hidden bullish divergence and you got it across the board. You'll see once we go to ETH, once we go on, you're just gonna continue to see it. So yeah, you can have a stop down here, right? Let me put in we'll put in a stop. So, something like this. But what it really is you just don't want to see it back tested as resistance and then start to have that follow through price action and sell off, and now painting lower. See, you continue to paint lower lows, right? So you wouldn't want to see that. Okay, so whoops, I'll keep the stop there. So that's how you would know, like, okay, if I see a loss of 10% to a 12% and a back test of that, and then when we sell off again, all right, I'm gonna flip short, or you know what I mean, and I'm gonna be targeting the previous 2017 all-time high 20k, right? 19.8, whatever the fuck. So but if this hidden bullish divergence continues to hold, now you're saying, okay, first step, range midpoint reclamation. But even that's not even a target. That's just part of my way on my way to really not even in my target here. Because to be honest, let's be honest about it. Let me stretch this out. Okay, look, if we get back up there again, all right, we're going in that golden zone, okay? And once we go in that golden zone, we're probably going to the top of it. So all that being said, why would you sell here? You wouldn't. Why would you sell here? You wouldn't. Why would you sell here? You wouldn't. Maybe you're going to sell like in here, okay? Well, now where are you? 50K. 50K. Psychological round number. 50K, bro. So that's, you see how, it's either kill it at 30, go to 20, or if we're running from here, we're running from here, right? We're not messing around. If we're going to hold, we're going to run. Can you go sideways? Sure. Are we? Doubt it. There's too much bullshit going on right now. I don't think this is just gonna go sideways. There's no need. There's too much structure. There's too much structure. This is the sideways, the accumulation sideways range. Look at that rectangle price action structure. It's already occurred. You're not gonna continue sideways out of the sideways, right? Like that. This is all your. Oh my God, it's going sideways forever. Bitcoin's been ranging between 30 and 40 for freaking since the middle of May. It's already the 4th of July. I'm tired of this asset, blah, blah, blah. But it's already happening and happened, okay? So we don't really need to do the sideways, okay? Let's see. Let's figure it out. It's been a while. Bro, Magic 8 Ball. Are we gonna, like, what's the deal? Are we going sideways? We're gonna nuke? We're going back to previous 2017 high of 20K, and we're gonna sell off another $13,000 here, or are we gonna hold? Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. We got some structure. You know, what's the deal? What's the deal, 8 Ball? We're gonna make it. The Magic 8 Ball says that we're gonna make it. So yeah, I mean, I kind of feel the same way. We've remained bullish through the past, I don't know, all week, past 10 days, I don't know, of longer, right? Everyone's been freaking out, and we've held bullish when a lot of other people were saying it's over, right? So I don't know. I guess maybe we are gonna make it. That's good to see. All right. Well, the show goes on. All right. So you know your plan here. You know your plan, right? Draw out your parallel channel. Identify your heart line. It's basically like around 35.5 is really critical. I mean, you'll see it because you'll sweep all this local highs, right? You'll sweep all this stuff. So you'll be like, okay, I'm above it. That's how I know I got to get above it. So yeah, I mean, just plot that out. Look, I have like this gray box here, right? So like, so let me zoom in. So we had this just sitting here. You could have something like that, right? Where you're like, okay, if I break above this kind of, choppy zone here, previous high, previous A and C high, all that kind of stuff, and you back test all that, that's how you know you're above the midpoint, okay? And that you're gonna continue on to the high. And then how do you know where the high is? Well, you know the high because you'll see it over here, the next higher high, right? Discernible higher highs. So that's what you're looking for as far as this the break, hook, and go. All right, so let's move on to Russian Ethereum. Let's start right with it. All right, hidden bullish divergence. You had the all right, we had the massive Gartley. Yes, it sold off a bit more, and it was more of a bat, and we called this a Batley, right? 886, there's the Batley. Okay, so the Batley then built another bat into hidden bull. Bro, this is not messing around. We're gonna look back at this in like a couple months, and this shit's gonna be way up here, and you guys are gonna be like, son of a bitch. And I don't know, it's gonna be like that. It's an easy invalidation too. Check this out. You just take these lows, and if you see Bitcoin below 30, you're out. ETH below 17, you're out. You're like, nope, done. Short that shit to the ground. But if you remain above all this, I mean, dude, this is looking like real nice. Okay, so not only that, but if Bitcoin's going to hold and Bitcoin's going to go to 50 and ETH is going to outperform Bitcoin, which we've been saying since before anyone, you know that. The real ones know. You know, we called that shit long time ago. ETH is going to outperform BTC. So then BTC goes to 50. Oh my gosh, what's going to happen with ETH? This thing's going to just full send. That's why we have these crazy targets up here. Look, our top target is literally the 1618 at 618, 6018. So like that's that kind of harmony shit that, I don't know, gives you that weird feeling sometimes. All right, so look, with ETH, you've never broken this major downsloping trend line. When this thing breaks and backtests as support, oh man, I mean, maybe this is even like this, I don't know, but either way, we're being very conservative up here. We could be a little more aggressive like this, but either way, like, just, you have some local highs here to sweep. Okay, so let's get above some of this stuff and go. But let's see where this if we paint this as a parallel channel, okay, you see that's basically right on that line that we just drew anyways. It's these local highs, right? And these previous, what was once support is now resistance, is also the range midpoint, is also the 50 fib. Okay, so if we fib from high to low, the 50 Fibonacci is right there as well. It's 2290. Okay, that's that range midpoint. Okay, it's all the same thing. So just reclaim it. We don't reclaim it, and you're gonna end up in this golden zone. It's gonna look something like this. You probably run up here and you break through it pretty significantly. You might just go all the way to the top of this. Eventually you backtest this, do some BS, and then you end up at the top of this golden zone and you're at like 35. That's when BTC is probably at 40. I don't know, maybe that's where 50 is even, and BTC goes higher because ETH ain't done yet either. So maybe we're sending Bitcoin to 60, 70, new all-time high, right? Because what does this mean? What does this mean, right? Is it the signal that this is just a major reversal to the next rally, right? This is how it happens when it happens. So, you know, harmonic reversal patterns, a harmonic within a harmonic within a larger harmonic at a significant, you know, significant support resistance area. It just, I don't know. I'm not bearish on this yet. Okay, if you want to lose 17, you want to dump it from here and back test all of this and start selling off. All right, now we're bears. Okay, this is when we turn bears. All right, until then it remains up only. I don't know how else to say it. Okay, let's try it again. Let's go again. What's up, bro? Magic 8 Ball, Russian Ethereum. Fucking buy more. That's it. This Magic 8 Ball is on fire. I'm gonna have to trademark this. I don't know. Looks really, really nice. So what we were just talking about was the ETH BTC pair, right? ETH outperforming BTC. Well, we're approaching take profit target 1. Okay, well, that's just target 1. That doesn't mean it's over, right? That's just the midpoint. What do we want to see at the midpoint? Break, back test, go, right? Continue, sweep these highs, all of these highs up here, right? We want to sweep that. So maybe we even want this target to extend, because if this is gonna go, maybe ETH continues and you get a third take profit target off of this. Okay, off the range high, you end up sending this to like 0.09. Okay, so what would the math be on that? If somebody, do we have a quant in the chat? I need a quant. Mr. Quant, if ETH to BTC is worth 0.09 and ETH is worth 6,000, how much is Bitcoin worth? 0.9 of, I don't, what, how would you do that? Okay, if ETH is worth $6,000 and ETH to BTC is 0.09, how much is BTC in USD? There's our target. Somebody do some math real quick. Blah, 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 blah. 66666. I mean, maybe. Is that it? It could be. Fucking could be. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Is it gonna be 66666? Did we say that somewhere? Let's see. Oof. Okay, let's see what that does. 66666. What is 66666? Wow. Yeah. It's making some 57-ish. Is it 666? Do we have confirmation on that again? Are you guys sure? Or are you guys trolling in the chat? I don't have my, yeah, there, yeah, now we're starting to see some equations. All right, so we're not fucking around. It's 6. Oh man, are you serious? Oh, see, what the fuck? And look, if that were the case, all right, let's put it right on it. These sick fucks. I don't know about this. Oh, it almost stopped on 66666.69 and I moved it. We gotta go. It's gonna remain there. The target remains. There it is. We'll leave it there. Okay. Well, that's a pretty nice trade, I would have to say. If I were a trade and I were opening myself. Jeez, this mouse must be so sensitive. That must be my issue. Double clicking this mouse. Alright, anyways. It's $33,643 for one NSA Bitcoin. And your stop is basically 30K. I mean, look at this. Look at this R&R here. Okay, you ape in right now blindfolded, not over leveraged, not over positioned, but you get a little bag, all right? And your stop is right there. And your target is up there. Whoa. Sweeping all highs, sweeping the previous high. That's 8.5 to 1. I mean, it's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It is a 100% move, but yeah, I mean, yeah, let's see what happens on that. That's going to be crazy. Okay. The math is there. The measured moves are there. The geometry's there. The fibs are there. The harmonics are there. Why wouldn't it, right? So anyways, ETH to BTC approaching target 1, which is the range midpoint 0.0666. Whoa. Look at that range midpoint. Really? 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 Alright. Fine. I'm done with that devil shit. Alright. Moving along. Litecoin. This has looked always really nice. Remember? We've been watching this downsloping trend line for a minute. And we almost broke it here. Almost got it, right? But not quite. And now we almost got it again, but we're just right there, right? Yeah, satanic market makers, exactly, right? We called them out. We got them right here on blast way before they did it. And if they do it, watch. We got them on blast. All right. Okay, so we got this massive downsloping trend line. We got this local overhead resistance. We're right in this just little. We have nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? You got nowhere left to go, bro. It's time. It's time, or you sell off all the way again and you double bottom again, I guess. I mean, don't lose any of these lows. That's for sure. Stop at 100. You lose 100, forget it. You lose 100, that means Bitcoin's probably below 30K though also, right? It all aligns together, right? Just one big harmonious price action mumbo jumbo. Okay? Clusterfuck. All right, so Litecoin, we must, next order of business, it's obvious, right? We have to break out of this downsloping trend line, back test it. Maybe we just back test this this previous overhead resistance we have locally, or we back test the downsloping trend line a little bit, right? Either way, it just plain and simple, get above the heart line, aim for the range high. Okay, plain and simple. If then we can back test the range high, that's when we're now in this golden zone. Okay, so those are those. And look, this is just gonna, you just open your trade on this and you just look at the Bitcoin chart and you just look at the ETH chart, and whatever's happening over here is gonna be happening over here. Okay, so if ETH and Bitcoin are nuking, this thing's gonna be dead. All right, no chance of holding up, and that goes for all your shit coins. All right, they have the ability to make more return, higher return? Yeah, they go up higher, faster, harder when things run, but they also go down harder, faster when things die. Okay, so that's why you're a little bit playing with fire there with the shit coins. So we have more math coming in. 60,480. So we're right now we're between 60,000 and 6666666. Okay. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Let's go back to that. We have one more way to confirm this. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's not gonna be a fib. It's not gonna be a fib. No. 6,480 could be though. Okay, let's see. That's our chance of fibbing. Okay, so we're gonna fib from the all-time high up here at April 14th, all-time high 64,000. Okay, we're gonna grab that fib from up there. I threw the magnet on it just to get it more exact, and we're gonna fib this to our low point way down here on the X. Grab it. There it is. Grabbed it. June 23rd low. Ooh, look at that 886. Look at the 886. Deep retrace. Okay, let's be more conservative. We'll leave the devil target up there, but we'll be more conservative and we'll pull ours back. There's a square up right there. You see the square up right below Pepe? Bring that over. 60,608 is the 886. And our magnet, is our magnet perfect? Ooh, maybe our magnet's a hair off. No, don't move. Okay, there it was. It was a hair off. Okay, let's dial it in. Where are we at? 60,685, the 886. Square up, looking back left from April 18th. It's a deep retrace. We had that plotted. We had that box already there. Ooh, I like that. Nice work. Good to know we have some quants in the chat. Okay. 60,685. And at the same time, see, that's our 1618 up top though. 80,000, 86,872. Oh my god. 86,872. The 1618. Kidding me, bro? Oh my god. That would be nice, right? Okay. Really love to see it. Really love to see it. Well, Okay, so moving along, let's go back to Litecoin. Okay, we did this, we got this covered. Basically, if Bitcoin is at 60,000, okay, so we said 886, right? We said 886, so what would that do to you here? I messed up on the first anchor point. I'm gonna go back to it. Right there. Where'd it go? Right here. We gotta go higher. Right there. Okay, I'll turn off the magnet. All right, so 886 here is $377. $377 Litecoin. Okay, 377. That should equal when Bitcoin's at 60,480 in theory. Okay, moving along. Oh my god, OMG. OMG. Okay, so look, last time we charted this, we painted this backtest, and look exactly what happened. The backtest. There it is. Okay, so look, I mean, geez. And hidden bullish divergence, as I figured we would see. Okay, hidden bullish divergence. So a lot of this is going to mirror. So again, we'll chart like maybe 6-8 more of these, but and if they all mirror, you could stop charting. You're just going to have the same plan across the board. Okay, the underlying asset becomes irrelevant, bruh. It's all about the technicals. You could hide the ticker and blindly chart the asset, and you know the plan. Okay, so like you guys can then therefore take these same exact charts that you have here as reference, okay, and you could then mirror these patterns over to the one that you want to trade if you're so inclined to a different asset, right? Whatever, it's irrelevant. It's literally irrelevant. It's the same difference, same trading strategy, same trading targets, same price action and validations, same everything. Okay, so our targets here remain 7, 8, 10. Okay, 7, 8, 10. You're currently at 4. Stop is 3. Target 7, 8, 10. Okay, really simple. Okay, break that down. Throw your stop down here below the low. You don't want to see that broken, which is basically 3. Okay, you don't want to lose 3. If you lose 3 and you back test 3 as as resistance here, right? You would first what would happen to you, of course, is you'd sell off here, and then you'd come down here and you'd fail, and you'd back test and you'd fail here, and you'd sell off again. This is when we're bearish. Okay, that's our bearish bias flip. I mean, almost not really here. It could hold and continue. Not here. It's too soon here. It's got to be down here, right at 3, the much larger area. Okay, so you don't want to lose 3. Targets 7, 8, 10. Of course, get up here and flip this, right? And that's how you get up here. So this is next order of business now that we've already completed our previous little back test. Okay, so we could extend what was once resistance here. Okay, we got a lot of resistance here. We need to flip this into support. Okay, SR flip. Overhead resistance must be flipped from current resistance into support. Act as a friendly and rally. Okay, makes sense. Okay, moving along, we will look at AVAX. This one looks really ripe. Okay, ripe for pop. All right, you got nowhere left to go. You're backed into a corner. You know what I mean? You got this down sloping trend line. You got this overhead resistance. Pretty soon, you're just gonna pop, back test it, rally. Okay, so something like that. Where you pop, maybe you back test, then you rally, okay? And then there's where you got to do it again and then continue on, right? Eventually you want to sweep these highs, these A and C highs, right? That would be your ideal target, you know, situation here. But yeah, I mean, look at this. From the top to the bottom and back again, right? So you could, you know, inverse that, bro. It's like the same. You're like looking at the same thing. It's just wave analysis, right? You come down, you find support, you go back up, you hit resistance, come back down, make support, you're gonna go back up, hit resistance, okay? It is what it is, right? Don't fight it. So look, you're gonna end up in this gray box, $35 to $40. You're sitting at like 11 bucks. I mean, geez, massive gains. That's why I say if the alts will outperform, right? That people will be like, oh, alt season. Bro, it's not alt season. They're not really a thing. It's Bitcoin giving you a chance to rally. You know, you're in an uptrend, all right? That's it. And these assets move easier because they're less liquid, right? They're not illiquid, but in comparison to Bitcoin market cap, they are. So illiquid asset, much easier to manipulate. And not only, you know, not only are they easy to manipulate, but these fuckers are manipulating every market anyways. So you think they're gonna not manipulate a one that's easy to manipulate and unregulated? Come on, bro. So just don't fight it. Again, you just find what the whales are up to and accumulate along with them at, you know, nice in these areas of accumulation, right? These are your buy zones. These are, you buy down here, you sell up here, okay? So AVAX looking really good. Let's move on. FTM, harmonic reversal structure occurring. Okay, again, look, we nailed this top. We didn't take it as far as we should have. We took it closer to the B, got out, got scared, got one more sell off, right? But look, that previous choppy area too, I mean, that makes sense to get back up into there. A lot was going on when we were there. Nice reversal. Let's see, let me clean up this and let me bring this here, okay? This is basically like our next order of business here. We need to get above this overhead resistance and go like this, okay? So FTM, again, we can go through these next few pretty quickly because it's like we just said this, right? It's like hide the ticker, hide the ticker, and they all look the same, right? It's just this right here is what you're gonna do on this, okay? It's what you're looking to do. All right, sorry. Yeah, you got the stop already here. I mean, there's not all. Again, it's just like I'm gonna be repeating myself, right? I'm gonna sound like a broken record. So that's why I'm trying to tell you we're just gonna quickly go through these next like 8 to 10 because you're just looking at where they are visually, getting an idea for reference right now, right? You're going to use the stream as a just reference back to it. You're going to be able to mimic these exact lines across every chart, right? Watch. XLM, see how they all look the same, right? You had this big drop here, you get the harmonic, you find support, you're going to rally. The targets are squaring up those big drops, right? Go backwards to FTM, there's that big drop. Go back up, square it up. Go forward, XLM, there's a big drop. Price, go back up here, square it up, okay? Move on. AVE, here's the big drop. Price, get back here, square it up, right? So you'll find that that'll often be the case where, especially in crypto, I mean, it's it's just one of these things where the market just kind of moves as a one total macro here. As far as the assets we chart, right? We don't chart these no bullshit assets, right? We pretty much chart like basically top 30 only, right? We never really mess around outside of that. So we're talking about just the majors, right? Well, in the stonks, you have all these different sectors, and money, like sectors don't, like they move one sector at a time, kind of, or one or two will move out together, but others will wait, and the money rotates, like from tech to farm to pharmaceuticals to whatever the case, right? You're just rotating sectors. Well, in crypto, there's not really sectors like that yet. It's too infant, and the tech isn't really there to allow sectors, right? So it's just one macro structure here that's all together, where these shit coins, they just follow mother Bitcoin, right? They live and die by Bitcoin. They can't run on their own. If Bitcoin is nuking, people get really scared. And if Bitcoin's nuking, you're not gonna look for a shitcoin as a safe haven, right? That's just stupid. So I don't know. They move together. But yes, shitcoins are good because they're easier to push, giving you, and the price of them is much lower, right? This asset we're looking at costs $200, $232. Bitcoin, 33,000, right? It's harder to get the percentages on the much higher prices. Then it's easier on these low price assets to get higher percentage gains. Therefore, we can use that to our advantage, right? When we don't know anything for certain, but when we're thinking and have a probable, just our trade plan saying up, right? That allows us to position ourselves across some shit coins and take advantage of the larger already plan and patterns and structure we have on Bitcoin, right? I think that makes sense to everybody. But anyways, look where we left this buy zone. It just completely blew through that, and now you back tested what was previous ANC high as support. So, and you got the hidden bullish divergence. You see what I mean? Like it's there on all these assets. So what the previous low to the current low, it just hidden bullish divergence on everything. All right. ICP, hidden bullish divergence, there it is. You see what I mean? Like, I don't even have to know. I just know it's going to be there because everything's the same. It's hide the ticker, right? You can't even see a ticker. All you see is a MACD right here, and that's how you should feel and see it. Okay. ICP, gosh, this chart is so fucked. You have to, there. Look, last time we charted this, we said come and back test this. What happened? Right? Hidden bullish divergence. That's what we even said. Rally up, come back, paint the hidden bullish divergence, rally again. We're there. Send it again. Okay? So, alright guys, well, that pretty much concludes tonight's stream. We'll go into stonks tomorrow and into Sunday, because Sunday I am flying out again, going to Atlanta for like a couple days. Hopefully they're still rocking and rolling in the playoffs. Maybe we get to catch a game while we're out there. If not, definitely party with some ATL Hawk fans if things are looking good playoff wise, right? Hopefully they bounce back here. I think it's like game 6 in Atlanta is next. And then if they win, it's game 7. If they lose, they're out. But so hopefully they win and then push on to game 7 back in Milwaukee. So we're rooting for Atlanta there. But cool. Well, yeah, I'll be back in the Discord here in a few. But catch you guys in the morning. Yeah, we'll shoot for a morning stream. I've been nonstop here, so sometimes I just have the energy and sometimes I don't. But because I've been gone from the battle station for so long and will be again, I'm gonna try and take advantage while I have the chance while I'm at the home office. All right, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It's recorded for people who missed it. Thanks for the quant math work. Really nice to see that correlation, right? We have that 60,886, right? That 60,600 area, whatever. It was basically 60K, right? So if we hold here, send it to 60K. If we lose 30, send it to 20. So it's cool. All right, guys. Duck out. Peace.